Okay, class. Today we will be going further to our topic. Our subject is organizational behavior, and in our last topic, we have studied about basic we have studied about the personality, in which we have studied about the basic definition, concepts, and the trait theories of the organizational personality, the organizational behavior. Moving further to the today's class, we will be discussing on few important trait theories and further concepts of the personality in the organization behavior. Our topic for today's first topic is what are the strengths and limitations of the trait theory. See, trait theory is something which discusses about the various traits a personality carries, which we have seen in our previous class. I'm just recalling you the same thing, like in the previous class we have seen based on the based on the Myers-Briggs, there were 16 traits. Even there were 5 big personality traits which we have seen in the previous class. They were extroversion, agreeableness, consciousness. Then even we have studied about the emotional stability and also on the openness to the experience. These are few traits which we have seen. Yesterday we have even seen 16 important traits which are being taken up or defined by Myers-Briggs under their primary trait theory concept. So, if I discuss on the strength and the limitation of the trait theory, the important strength and the limitation first, these trait theory are very useful to describe the personality and also to understand it and create the structure of a person. This is an important strength. It helps us to define and understand the important concept of the person's personality. Second, it also acts as a foundation of a valid and reliable personality devices. These trait theory, no doubt, are basis for the foundation of various valid and reliable. And validity and reliability are two important words. Students, remember, there are two important words which you need to remember when we talk about the research. And this validity and reliability of the personality can be verified by using the trait theory concepts. Third, this particular part can also lead people to accept and use the oversimplified classifications and the descriptions about the personality. Last, this trait theory, it also has sometimes socio-cultural influences on the behavior. So now further we are moving to the next topic, where we will be understanding first format of the personality, that is the type A and the type B personality. Now, based on various philosophies, based on various work, personality can be defined or it can be identified as a type A personality. It can also be identified as a type B personality. What is this type A personality and what is this type B personality? Remember, type A personality is something where we identify the people who is hardworking. Hardworking means he is ready to do the work beyond his work areas, beyond his scope, beyond his given set of lines, and also is able to take the task willingly. So those type of people are classified under this theory or under this concept as type A personality. So the people are hardworking, they are always moving, walking and eating rapidly. They are in hurry. They believe in two simple things, that time is money and money is time. They respect each other's commitments very strongly. More importantly, this type A personality, they feel impatient with the rate with which most events take place, because many times what happens, they are having a strong pace of work, but their surrounding, their peer members, their family members, or even colleagues or the juniors or the seniors, they are not moving with their pace. So this type of act makes them uncomfortable. This type A personality or type A people, in a simple nutshell, are hardworking. They work very fast. They think or do two or more things together. Minimum, we can say they are multitasking people. वो एक बार में एक से ज्यादा काम करना पसंद करते हैं. These are the type A personality people. Additionally, they cannot cope with the lazy type. उनको टाइम पास करना पसंद नहीं है. उनको टाइम बहुत rarely they look to waste their time, and they measure every single minute that can be useful for their professional or organizational way. More importantly, this type of persons, they are obsessed with the number measuring their success. They are not satisfied that okay, I won this battle. Now they have closed their success chart. They, if I have done this, now what is the next battle? Or then further, what is the next battle? Then further, what is the next battle? So this is what is their growth chart. They look for next best thing they can do in their own capacity or with the available resources, and always go on the exponential way of the success ladder. So they are not bound by the numbers of the success, and even they do not believe that success is only for specific people. They believe that everyone can succeed, everyone can do miracles, everyone can achieve some good things. Subjected, they have two things. One is they have more strive to do the things, and they are hard work. Opposite to this type of personality is a type B personality. As we say, type A personality are hardworking, so type B personality, they never suffer from the sense of time or urgency. It means these people are lethargic, or they are not in hurry. They believe in the concept like ठीक है, हो जाएगा, चल जाएगा, कर लेंगे. Means many of the people between you, they are in the type B personality. They do not feel that the task, time or a task oriented things. They believe that things can be managed by their own wish, and their own calendar rules the work. So this type B personality peoples are usually suffer from the sense of time urgency, and are also sometimes in an impatience way. Secondly, they feel no need to display or discuss either their achievements or accomplishments. They do not feel to discuss their ideas, their achievements, their goals, or do not want to share their success with anyone, or even the failure with anyone. More importantly, this type of people, as I mentioned, type A people do more than two things they do more than two things at a time, and this type of people, they are more fun-loving, for relaxing, and they sometimes even bypass their superiority or seniors or superiors for some reasons. So these are few personality traits which we can identify with the people of the type B personality. Last line is a very careful line which usually is being exhibited by the type B people. These people do not have any guilt even if they do anything wrong. For example, there are many people who came late in the offices, and despite of multiple reminders, despite of multiple things, they keep on doing the same thing because they do not feel that they are doing something wrong. And this becomes a challenge for the organization. So those people who do such type of things are classified under the type B personality. A small graph, or basically not the graph, a table on this screen, discuss with you about two shades of the personality, type A and type B personality, again in a different way. Type A personality, as we mentioned, are self-driven and highly competitive, whereas type B personality are less competitive and are more focused on enjoying the life. Their primary goal is to enjoy the life, to make the things more in a fun-loving way. Type A are very ambitious, very goal-oriented. Type B are easygoing, relaxed, and highly flexible. Highly flexible. They do not know what is the priority. If something other thing comes in the path, then they take other thing as the priority and leave the first thing in between. Type A people are impatient and intolerant. Type B people are energetic, outgoing, and even they have a laid back attitude. Type A people are aggressive and hostile, whereas type B people are imaginative and creative. This is a positive side of the type B people. They are very imaginative, they are very creative. They can think out of the box for the same thing. Type A people are many times dominant and also controlling other people, whereas type B people, they are light-hearted and persuasive also. They try to pursue the things again and again and again and again and again and again until they do not complete those tasks. Type A are more on the entrepreneurial and workaholic. Type B are more fun-loving, easygoing, and people-oriented. Type A always believes a sense of urgency. They want the things to be done immediately, on the spot, or at the minimum time spent. Whereas type B people, they are friendly, inspiring, and they are even enthusiastic and spontaneous. Type A people, they are motivated by the challenges. What next? What is the good thing now? What new thing I can do? Whereas type B people, they are self-confident and reflective. They try to do those things only in which they are confident, in which they have command, in which they have expertise, and those things can become a source of inspiration for other people also. Type A people, they are easily stressed out. They easily burst out if something doesn't come according to them, if it is not into their favor. But type B people, they are highly patient and usually they are less born to the stress. They are not very highly seen outbursting because of the work pressures. So I'm giving you a 1 minute time to read on the screen the type A and type B personality. It is something important both for your professional life also and for your academic courses also. Type A and type B personality, both the contents can be seen through the slides on the screen. Now there is another graph which you can, or a matrix which you can see, which shows which type of job, for which type of job, what type of personality matches. It is very important to analyze at this moment, because if you are not able, or if you are not aware about what role meets with my personality or what job meets with my personality, then I may or may not be in a position to enjoy that job very in the long run. This particular matrix gives you a basic understanding about the potential a person carries with respect to his performance in the job that person do. We can see that it's a 9 block matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, in which the potential it goes from low to high, and even the performance it goes from low to high. If we go to the first part, in which the performance is low and the potential is also low, what is this? This type of personality is called as mismatched personality. The potential is also low and the performance is also low. That means neither the person is performing and neither the person has a capability to perform that job. Neither is performing, neither, that means it is a mismatched personality. The person is fit doing the job, somewhere he doesn't fit to that job. So it is a mismatched personality. What does it say? That means it has a significant competency gap. There is a very high level of competency gap. Person doesn't understand the market demand or the job demands or the patterns that he need to do, and because of which he is driving low performance, and mostly his potential growth is also very low. As a manager, if I am able to trace out this metrics for my employees, for my peer members, for my subordinates, I can able to judge which role, which person suits. Second, we go to this part where again the performance is low, but person has a little bit medium or average potential. So this particular part says a questionable stage. Questionable stage means person is capable of demonstrating many leadership roles. He is able to showcase various challenging things. He is able to accept those things. But he is not able to apply those things because of the lack of knowledge or because of some lack of expectations that the team may have for them. So this particular stage is called as a questionable, that the management has a question for that particular person based on his personality. Management is not confident for him or her. The third one, again, when the performance is low, but potential is high. Person is a high potential, but he is not able to perform. He is not able to perform, or he is not performing. In this, we say that person is capable. And many times we must have seen or we must have heard in our early days of the arts education, sometimes the teacher says that this child is capable. Child is capable. Child कर सकता है, बच्चा कर सकता है. घर में कई बार even in your houses, your elders, your parents must have said, बेटा आप ये कर सकते हैं. That means आपसे उम्मीद है आप कर सकते हैं. You have a potential, but आप कर नहीं रहे. That means you are not performing, but आप कर सकते हैं. So that is called as a capable stage. This capable stage means what? This capable stage means that the person naturally possesses the desired leadership that the organization wants. He has that leadership skills, but somewhere he is either not able to apply those things, or in case he is applying, they are not meeting to the expectations what the organization wants. So this is an important part which we need to understand. So with respect to the low potential, the personality can be identified into three stages. First is a mismatch personality, when the person has a low potential and low performance. With respect to the medium potential and low performance, it has a questionable personality. And the third one is the person has a low performance and high potential. The person is having classified under the capable stage. Now we go to the middle row, in which we say is the person is performing medium and his potential is low. Unfortunately, he is not that potentially qualified, but his performance is medium. Interesting part. So what is this? It is called stable contributor. He is an average contributor or a stable contributor. That means, fortunately, he is working in a team where his skills might be not that contributing high, but his peer members are contributing, because of which his performance is going average. So here the significant competency gaps which will result in the average performance, but it is limited. But again, because of the medium performance, because of the low potential and the medium performance, again the growth is limited. Next is interesting part where both the performance and the potential is medium. So this is a stage where if a person in this stage the person is called as an emerging contributor. Remember the word emerging contributor. He is like, sometimes we must have seen in the cricket, like in IPL or the 2020 IPL or World Cup, or even into the sports different parts, that many cricketers are performing stars. They are those people who are performing. So these are the emerging players. These are those people who are somewhere here or there, have a capability to grow up ahead. So this part we need to understand, they are capable of demonstrating the leadership competencies, but could be more successful if by applying them to exceed the expectations. So this is an important task which we need to remember over here. The last is interesting, where his performance is high, his potential is high, but performance is medium. His potential is high. So in this part, the last one says high. In this we say it's a natural contributor. Natural contributor means a person has an inherent skills. He is performing naturally. He is doing his best. His potential is high. But because of various reasons, he is not able to perform, or he is not meeting to the expectations of the organization. So over here we classify that people as a natural contributor. Now the last one, where performance is very high, or it is high as per the organizational standards, but unfortunately the person is not skilled, or he has a low potential. So what happens? It is called as an effective performer. Whatever he is doing a less thing, but that less thing is also very effective. कम काम कर रहा है, but जो भी कर रहा है अच्छा कर रहा है. In this summary, we can say कम काम करता है, but जो भी करता है अच्छा करता है. So that is called as an effective performer. The person has a low potential. ज़्यादा उसे नहीं पता चीजें, ज़्यादा जानकारी नहीं है, और जितना ही पता वो अच्छा करता है, उसमें performance नहीं है. So this is, he has overcome significant competency. He has overcome those gaps जो market में उसको previous stages में gaps दिख रहे थे, and now he is exceeding the performance expectations. His expectations for him the expectations is also improving. Second is a different stage in which the performance is high, but the potential is average. It is again a better stage. He is performing good. His skills are also, that means he is a solid performer. See, in the down it's questionable, second is emerging contributor, third is solid performer. Now his performance is in the middle stage. He is a solid performer. As a solid performer, he is demonstrating, he is even contributing, and he is even showing the leadership skills. And the last one, the last matrix, which is the highest, I can say it's a 5-star matrix. This is where he has highest level of performance and highest level of potential. That means he is a top performer. He is a star employee, or he or she is the star employee. He or she is the best person who can become a role model for other persons. So that is called as in top performance. So that means he naturally possesses those desired skills, those leadership skills which are required for the job. First thing. Secondly, he has significant growth and potential for, he has a significant option for his growth. These are the two things. So I'm just reading out those all 9 blocks very quickly again for you. Based, it is a matrix. Job fit analysis is a matrix between performance and the potential. It's a 3 by 3 or 9 block matrix in which the different type of personalities which can be measured is mismatch, questionable, capable, stable contributor, emerging contributor, natural contributor, effective performer, solid performer, or even the top performer. So one is based on the role in which either he is in a wrong job or either his role is being questioned, or we are thinking yes he can do. Second, he is a stable contributor, he is contributing silently, but whatever he is doing it's okay. Third, he can perform better if a proper positive side the person is being mentored. Third, he can grow independently based on the skills he has. Third, last, is an effective performer. Whatever he is doing is good. He is doing less, but whatever he is doing is fine. Effective performer. Then, as a solid performer, whatever task he is doing is solid task, and he can further improve those things. In the last is the best or the highest, that is the top performer. So it is again an important part in which we can actually see how the performance is being perceived by our management with respect to the individual's capacity to do that task. Now this theory was given by whom? This theory was given by Holland. Here we can discuss whatever I have discussed with you, this particular Holland's theory of the career choice and the personal job fit. This theory gives a very important discussion about the career key discoveries, and with respect to whether the personality fits into the career or the job. So this same thing I have discussed in the previous slides. So we are moving further to the next slide. So this is about the personality and the job fit. So now if I make a small summary about our Holland's theory. Holland's theory is basically focused on the culture in which we discuss about the 6 personality types, where we identify whether the personality is realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising or conventional. These refers to the Holland codes, are also called as RISE. R for realistic, I for investigate, A for artistic, S for social, E for enterprising and C for conventional. These are 6 codes given by Holland to measure the job fit with respect to the personality potential of a person, and helps to map the person's personality over there. I am again saying 6 codes. They are called as RISE. R for realistic, I for investigate, A for artistic, S for social, E for enterprising and C for conventional. People, interesting part, second paragraph, people of the same personality type working together creates a work environment that fits their type. Just think, for different people come from different background, working together, and together, by doing together, they can create something new. For example, artistic people come together for a job, they create a work environment and rewards creative thinking and behavior. This is an example of artistic environment. You can think the sectors like movies, media, journalism, or even film productions, even paintings, crafts, sports, all are examples of such things. Then there's these 6 type of basic work environments which we mentioned over there, in which the work includes doing things to achieve the purposes like paid and unpaid jobs, volunteering, sports, etc. are over there. Moving next to over here, the summary of the Holland. The summary of Holland theory, if we in the nutshell if we say, it helps you to map or it helps you to match what type of personality you are, and for your job or what type of job you are doing, whether you are matching it or not. If you are matching to what level of what percentage of your personality matches with your job. So this Holland's theory represents the people who choose to work in the environment similar to their personality are more likely to be successful and satisfied. I just give you a small example. For example, आप imagine करिएगा Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin, I assume everyone knows Sachin. Everyone knows Dhoni or everyone knows Virat Kohli. Imagine if Kohli, Dhoni or even Sachin, they were not in the sports, then India would have lost one of the few of the big gems of the sports in our country. हो सकता है सचिन स्पोर्ट्स में ना होंगे, किसी ऑफिस में होते, कहीं क्लरिकल या मैनेजरियल काम कर रहे होते. Same with Dhoni, he would have been, instead of coming to the sports cricket, if he would have continued with his job in the railways, तो आज किसी स्टेशन में, ऑफिस में, किसी स्टेशन पे वो ही इज डूइंग हिज परफॉर्मिंग हिज ड्यूटी, और इंडिया को एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत, बहुत ही शानदार प्लेयर नहीं मिलता, एंड नाइदर ही वुड हैव अचीव्ड दोस थिंग्स इनटू हिज जॉब व्हाट ही हैव अचीव्ड इनटू हिज own area where he is confident. So that is what this first line says. First line कहता है जो person, those people who work in the environment, वो उस जहाँ पे काम करते हैं जहाँ पे उनकी personality मैप करती है, definitely वो अच्छे successful और satisfied भी होते हैं. And you can take the examples of various people. Either it is Neeraj Chopra, either it is Lata Mangeshkar, or even it is Narendra Modi ji, or even it is Sachin or Dhoni. Any person, irrespective of their discipline, irrespective of their trade, irrespective of their area, if they are successful because of two things. One, they are doing the job or work where they have a passion, where their personality maps with them. So this is the summary of 4 and theory. It says if you are doing that job where your personality matches, then definitely you are doing a compatible work environment where you can create or lead a greater success and satisfaction in your job life, which is can be understood through this particular image. Now match your personality to the compatible environments. Choosing a work or education program that matches with your personality is more likely to lead to give you a better growth, and this is what is being discussed with you right now. For example, if you score highest for a realistic type of career key, on the below you will see if you are more comfortable to work in the realistic, then definitely a realistic job will give you a better growth instead of investigate or a conventional job. Now a small table or a matrix that is on the screen where we can see different, that is the RISE, RIASEC, RISEC. These 6 personality traits discussed by the Hollands. These 6 personality traits, what are the most compatible and other compatible things. If a person have a realistic personality, then he is more suitable with the realistic type of work areas. But in case he doesn't work in this area, then the best suitable option for him is conventional or investigative job. अगर कोई पर्सन किसी रीजंस में रियलिस्टिक एरियाज में काम नहीं कर पाता या उस एरिया में अपने आप को फिट नहीं कर पाता, then suggested area is he can find the jobs related to conventional areas or investigative area. And if you want to understand what is conventional areas, what are jobs in conventional areas, what are jobs into the imaginative areas, then definitely we can discuss this thing again separately. You can post your queries to us, we can discuss that thing separately. Then similarly, if a person have a investigative personality, then investigative roles are more best for but apart from that, they can be more fitted for the artistic and the realistic roles. Artistic people, again best is artistic, but in case if it doesn't work in this artistic area, then they can be good into the investigative and the social areas. Social people, again best is social, but the next is artistic or the enterprising. Enterprising people, the best is enterprising, but again the better part it can be conventional or it can be social. And for the conventional, it is best is conventional. In case if they are not working in the conventional job, then enterprising or the realistic is also a better job. So these are few important areas where the job fit or the compatibility can be measured based on the personality of the people. Now this Holland's hexagon diagram shows different personality traits which start from RISEC: realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising and conventional, and it shows the relationship between the personality types and the work environment, that everything is interrelated. You cannot say that this is an isolation. हर पर्सनालिटी कहीं ना किसी से इंटररिलेटेड है, ये हमें याद रखना पड़ेगा. कोई भी पर्सन ये नहीं कह सकता कि मैं आर्टिस्ट हूँ तो मैं रियलिस्टिक चीजें नहीं सोचूंगा, या मैं रियलिस्टिक काम करता हूँ तो मैं कभी कोई चीज इन्वेस्टिगेट नहीं करूंगा, या अगर मैं कभी कोई चीज इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहा हूँ तो मैं कन्वेंशनल काम नहीं करूंगा. एवरी पर्सनालिटी इज इंटररिलेटेड, एवरी शेड्स आर कैरिंग बाय पर्सन. बस ये होता है हमारा कौन सी पर्सनालिटी का कौन सा शेड ज्यादा डोमिनेंट है, ये हमें ध्यान देना है. Now personality traits and the organizational behavior are again discussed in a different way. If you remember in our previous slides, we have discussed about different type of personalities. So authoritarianism, it was developed by the psychologist called Enrono, जिन्होंने कहा था, इन्होंने suggest करा था that in order to measure the susceptibility to autocratic, fascistic or anti-democratic appeals, it is being suggested कि कोई पर्सन कितना ऑटोक्रेटिक है, कोई पर्सन कितना फेस्टिएटिक है या कितना एंटी डेमोक्रेटिक है, then this type of personality tools are being measured. This is something where they prefer the stable and the structured work environment, and they believe the obedience and respect for authority and the blind acceptance for authority. इस तरह के persons authority लेना भी पसंद करते हैं, authority देना भी पसंद करते हैं, and they believe in the obedience and respect for the authority. They make good followers, work better under the directive supervisions, and are more productive within the authoritarian organizational structure. I am repeating, ये वो लोग हैं जो सिंगल डायरेक्शन या अथॉरिटी में काम करना पसंद करते हैं या काम करवाना पसंद करते हैं. ये वो लोग होते हैं जो एक अच्छा सुपरविजन कर सकते हैं, and these people are many times found into our organizations, into our schools, colleges, universities, or also into the various areas of the life. Hitler is one example of this. Hitler is a person who believes in this. Even there are many people who work in this direction. Second is called bureaucratic personality. Bureaucratic personality क्या होती है? Bureaucratic एक बहुत simple word है. Bureaucracy means some setups where the things are being controlled by a set of rules and regulations. For example, हमारी government एक bureaucracy है. Government officers को bureaucratic officers भी बोलते हैं. Because सरकारी ऑफिसर्स अपने रूल्स रेगुलेशंस नियम कानून के हिसाब से चलते हैं. वो कहते हैं, वो जानते हैं ये चीज ऐसे होगी, बट वो कहते हैं जब तक एक डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं होगा या कागज पूरे नहीं होंगे, वो रूल्स पूरे नहीं होंगे, हम काम नहीं करेंगे. So those type of people who are more controlled by that set of rules and regulations, they are more dominant by the bureaucratic setup, and उनको हम bureaucratic personalities बोलते हैं. This is based on the respect for the organizational rules and regulations, and these people says that apart from the unlike authoritarian people, bureaucratic person acceptance for the authority is not total and blind. ये आँख बंद करके विश्वास नहीं करते हैं किसी भी चीज पे. अगर रूल बुक कहता है कोई चीज सही को सही और गलत को गलत कहना भी इनको पता है. Secondly, a bureaucratic person values subordinate conformity to the rules in person and formal relationships a lot. These people are not innovative. ये ज्यादा innovative नहीं है. जो रूल दिया हुआ, जो इनके एचआर पॉलिसीज में या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रूल बुक्स में लिखा, वो वैसे ही काम करेंगे. आप कुछ नया इनको सजेस्ट करोगे, दे विल गेट फॉर इट. कहेंगे भाई ये कहां से आया. सो दे आर यूजुअली फाइंड लेस इनोवेटिव. थर्ड इज कॉल्ड मैक पर्सनालिटी और मैशिलेविज्म पर्सनालिटी. इसको निकोलो मैशिलेवी ने दिया था मतलब अर्ली 16th सेंचुरी, तब की बात है. इन्होंने कहा था कि हाउ यू कैन यूज योर power to gain the things. So how to gain and use the power? This personality is given on his name, where the Mac man is basically a pragmatic. He maintains the emotional distance and also believes the end can justify the means. ये person जो होते हैं Mac, they are pragmatic. Additionally, they have a very emotional, they maintain the emotional distance. So अपने work areas और अपने feelings को दूर separate रखते हैं. These Mac people flourish when they interact face to face with others. They work in the isolation, but अगर इनको one to one counseling की जाती है, one to one interaction, sometimes they flow in the emotions also. They have high self confidence and high self esteem, and they are especially successful in exploiting the structured situations and the vulnerable people. Next is introvertism and extrovertism. इंट्रोवर्टिज्म एंड एक्सट्रोवर्टिज्म को हम लोग सॉल्व इजी वे में इंट्रोवर्ट एंड एक्सट्रोवर्ट भी बोलते हैं. इंट्रोवर्ट एंड एक्सट्रोवर्ट. This introvert personality and extrovert personalities are many times being taught to us, heard by us in our early childhood days. Same thing we will be discussing over here. I will be discussing this through this particular graph. Introvert personalities क्या होती हैं और extrovert? Introvert people are those who love to read, who have very less friends or very close, very few friends, but those who are there, they are true friends. They are effective and excellent listeners. They remain usually quiet in the class. These people give give people, these people usually discuss with less, but when they discuss genuinely. Usually they talk very less. They are very less talkative. Not talkative, very less they speak. Then, more importantly, they value whatever they say. They do not speak blindly or they do not speak randomly. They know what they are saying and they usually measure their words very carefully. They have a very high level of concentration. Additionally, they work well when they connect with one to one because they are very less bound people. They do not have a big friend circle. Other but important part, it is usually not important that introverts are shy. Introverts doesn't mean they are shy. They are ready to take the things, but they are not ready. They are not very talkative. Second is extrovert. Extrovert people doesn't mean that they are successful. There may be many people who are very talkative, who are very open hearted, who speaks randomly, who had a good friend circle or a good gang, and they talk more instead of listening. They more speak. They are very sociable. They love chatting. Even they establish multiple and a few relationships. More importantly, they work. They have a like group work and more such type of things. So this is a small personality traits for the introvert and extrovert, which can again be seen through the next slide, where we can see the personality traits of the introvert and extrovert. In which introvert, they are reflective and thoughtful. They are quietly reserved. They are solitude. They are deeply focused, they are introspectively engaged and emotionally self-aware. Whereas extrovert people, they are socially enthusiastic, they are outgoing and talkative, they are energy seeking, they are adventure loving, they are group oriented and assertively effective. Okay, so this is for the today's class. Thank you.